Hi, James here, and welcome back to more of Neolithic Dawn pre-alpha demo. So this video is unedited, uncut, and filmed right in Unity Editor, not even a build or anything, so I think it might be weird. There's going to be bugs, that's why we haven't launched yet. But yeah, get ready to see some very early footage. You're probably wondering how I'm doing this here, and how I make my content with this. This is called the Cave Cam. I'll turn it off so you can see. So this is how we record videos from a third-person perspective. It's called the Cave Cam, and it basically just lets me pop out this spectator camera that's normally tracked to my head, and I can carry it around, I can position it somewhere, and it'll follow me when I walk, so it lets us make some cool videos. Now, I'm going to turn that back on so you can see it. Okay, so this is what we've been using to record. This is going to be available to streamers and content creators as well. We got options here, like you can turn that light off, turn the light on, like helps see your character a little better. And then this button here switches it to first person, which is how we're going to continue the rest of this video. Alright, so this is pretty much exactly where we left off. If you remember from last video, we stopped because there's a wolf blocking the path. And the tip over here says, feed the fish to the wolf blocking your path to gain its trust. So if I just sneak on over to him, and so remember how we look at our palm to bring up our stats? Well, that works similarly with animals. I can look right at the wolf. If I'm close enough, it brings up his stats. I can examine him and see that full health, but very hungry and 0 trust. That one on the right, that's the trust meter. It shows how much he trusts me right now at this moment. So to gain his trust, I can try feeding him, replenish his hunger, and he'll trust me in return. That's like basic animal training. You can do it with every animal, pretty much. Don't try this at home. Or do, but not outside. So you can see here, this fish, physicsy, everything's physicsy in this game. We try to make it as immersive as possible, even if that means stuff gets weird, which it will occasionally. So fun, but sometimes a little weird, and we're working on that. So I'm gonna see if he wants this fish. Toss it over there. Alright, so it filled up half his trust meter and a quarter of his hunger. Please excuse the weird animations and transitions. Again, I'm not much of an animator, so that's something that I've been neglecting, but we'll make sure to polish all of that stuff up before we let y'all try it. Oh, whoa, he came right up to me. Okay, yeah, okay, so I can see he already trusts me a little and he wants the other fish. And that's all I had to do. Look at that, now his name's Green. He got to know me real good. He knows me as the guy that has the fish. And now we're friends. As you can see, the animals in Neolithic Dawn are a lot like characters in Boneworks or Blade and Sorceries. They're fully physics-based. I can push him, I can pet him, I can rub his head, check his teeth. And when he's tame, he just lets me pet him like that. Some physics are a little weird still. We're working on that. But yeah, generally speaking, all the animals in the game are able to be interacted with on a very immersive level. Good boy. Alright, but I noticed when I checked his stats that he's still kind of hungry, so he's mine now. So if you're friends, you gotta feed your friends to keep them friends. So I'll make sure he stays well fed. Good boy. Good boy. Yeah. We're gonna do so many fun things together. He's gonna help me hunt. We're gonna hunt deer. We're gonna run in the fields. We're just gonna be best friends. Here, I'll go ahead and just give him this last one. Here, come on. Come get it. Oh, whoa. There good. Okay, there he goes. Good boy. I'm moving forward. So there's a couple paths we can take now. If we were to here, let me pop out the spectator cam for a sec. Just saw the inside of my head. Alright, so we got 3 paths we can go on back here. If we were to go straight down this way, that leads to the village. And the village is where we're going to have our social multiplayer mode, what we call Campfire Hangout. Basically, you'll be able to lobby up online with other people playing Neolithic Dawn, and get together with your friends, invite people to a room, and then, be able to form a hunting party and go out on the co-op campaign together. So that's campfire hangout. If you just want to hang out and chill by the campfire, maybe cook up some fish or Neolithic marshmallows or anything, that's also an option in that social multiplayer mode. All right. And the other path here to the right, that's going to show us how to stay hydrated. So I'll head over there real quick and just grab my water gourd so I can show y'all how to drink and refill your water. But then we're going to head over to the left, over there, where there's a campfire and a campsite. And we can check that out and learn how to make torches. All right, so I'm going to switch back to first person. Keyboard shortcut, and let's go. We're going to fill up our water gourd. Beautiful. I love seeing the stars in the early morning and at night. It's really nice. Okay. So it says fill gourd. Fill the drinking gourd by holding it below the water level. Pour into your mouth to drink from it. Put this a little high, so probably move that down a little bit. But yeah, so it came full already. So I'm just going to empty that out and show you filling it up with some fresh water from the creek. Alright. And that's about it. That's all the water in there. So now we're going to use this gourd. This is part of our adventure kit. We're going to start out with something like this, but we tossed around the idea of like also crafting water sacks and gourds from the environment, which is a possibility. We might do that in the future. But yeah, I'm gonna check my stats, and I'm not super thirsty. I'm not about to die, but you know, it's good to stay hydrated. So I'll just fill that meter up real quick. To do that, it's really simple. You just sink it underwater, and it fills up really fast as soon as it's under the water level. Great. And now we can look at our stats and drink that and see that it replenishes our thirst. Awesome. So that's how water gourds work. And now I'm going to show y'all how to light a torch. We're going to run over there real quick. And also hop from tree to tree. Okay, so finished tools can be ignited and used as torches. I'm going to show y'all how that works. I'm going to grab this crafting bone and just break. Oh, it's kind of hard to break these open without smashing it on something. There we go. So this is another kind of rock you can use to craft. This is obsidian, and if you sharpen it up and polish it up, you can see it's stronger than stone, sharper. And yeah, you can just find them. They're the dark colored rocks that you find around. The gray ones are stone, and then there's reddish ones that are flint. And those are also stronger. But yeah, there's two different ways to make a spear, actually. So I'm going to show y'all the fastest and easiest way. If you already have a knife like this, you might be tempted to just put the knife right on the spear, and you can absolutely do that. You can craft it that way on either end, and that's a perfectly good spear, but you'll want to wrap it up to keep it secure. But the other way is actually if you just strike the wood on the long end like that, you can sharpen the tip of the spear without having to use your knife, and now we have a sharp spear, and you could use that if you wanted to. You could craft the other end and have a double-bladed spear, which is actually what we're going to do. But yeah, that's a couple ways to make a spear. Now I'm going to put this on this end. So now I have a sharpened spear on one end and an obsidian spear, which is going to be stronger on the other end. And you wrap it up. You can wrap it up either direction. You know, if you want to go counterclockwise, that's up to you. And once it's wrapped, you'll see these wrappings that secure the blade to the stick. They're actually flammable. So for any tool you've crafted that way, you can dip it into the fire and see that it's going to start burning. And if you look very closely at that, you'll actually see that it is burning down, and you can watch it slowly burn down. So that's a limited amount of time. When this burns all the way to the center, it burns out, and your torch is gone. But while it's lit, you can do all kinds of things. You can light the grass on fire anywhere. Oh, and I just lit that stick on fire. There goes my other spear. You can I can cut down stuff too, obviously because it's a spear. But you can also burn the trees. And if I were to run over here, throw it in the bush. Oh, I didn't quite make it. Throw it in the bush. You can burn the bushes as well. And I think that's about all the fuel it had. See, it's about to burn out, and that's it. It's burned out completely. And I burned my other stick, so that's the only torch I had. But yeah, you can do that with pretty much any tool that you craft. So that's fire.